You want to finish with Scotty or LA first? Hear what he has to say? Okay, all right.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our post-game interview. We have here our winning coach, Tim Cone. Coach, congratulations on a hard-fought victory. Coach, thoughts on
What a hard-fought game that was. That was incredibly hard-fought. I told Paul Harris after the game that whether you came out the winner or the loser in this game, I mean, it's a memorable one, the one to remember. Tough game, and I mean, we're glad we came out on top. But you know, I was telling our guys before the game that there's not going to be any easy games here. You're going to have to scratch and claw for every win. I mean, you're just going to have to just go like that to try to get to the wins, because every team is good. Every team has good imports. There's no easy. We got lucky last game because we played Northport and they were without an import, but and we knew it. We knew we got lucky, but I'm glad our guys took advantage of that and really, you know, took care of business against them. But we knew coming in against Phoenix, this was going to be a tough one for us. And they're a tough matchup too, because they're quick. They put a lot of pressure on us, and you know, they kind of ran circles around our big men defensively. We just couldn't keep them under control defensively. So, but we're just fortunate to feel we came out on top.
Coach, in the last second of regulation, it seemed the outcome wasn't on your side, but LA hit the three-pointer to send the game to overtime. And
yeah, we got lucky. They missed some free throws. They missed some free throws that kept us in the game, gave us some life, and LA got the up fake, and then the one dribble into a three-point shot. Luckily, we had enough time. I think about 4 seconds, so it was enough time to get that shot off. And then they had Coach Topex put up a really good play, and they had Matthew Wright wide open at the basket, but the pass wasn't on the money. So luckily for us, he had to throw it out, and they missed the shot there. But that could have easily won the game right there for them. They made a really nice play. We broke down defensively, didn't communicate on that. But luckily, it went into overtime. They got the first basket, but Arvin Tolentino hit a big three from the corner, and then LA's three-point game winner were the difference.
And now we turn you over to our friends who are joining us virtually by Zoom. First up, Mr. Ray Oble.
Hi, Coach.
Hi, Ray.
Congratulations.
Whew,
Hi.
tired. Yeah.
Hi, Coach. How special it is winning a game like this in front of the crowd, Coach?
Well, I think it's really good for our team and for our team confidence that we can play tough down the stretch and win tough games. I really appreciate that kind of effort that we're playing, especially without having Stanley in the lineup for the last 2 games, which, by the way, we still don't know exactly where he is at yet. We're getting different opinions, so we still don't know how long he's going to be out, what his timetable is. But not having him in the lineup and able to win these last 2 games was really, really quite satisfying. Like I said, this game could have gone either way. It was super hard fought. And again, we were just fortunate that we came out on top. But I think in the long run, this is going to help our team, you know, toughen up mentally and having to play games like this.
Coach, can I make a follow-up regarding Paul Harris? You mentioned Paul Harris a while ago. You think Paul Harris is extra motivated to put up a win against your team?
Well, yes and no. I think Paul is super motivated all the time. That's one thing you know about Paul. He plays hard all the time. It doesn't matter who he's playing. But yeah, he probably had a little extra juice in this game. But still, you know, he hit some incredible shots. He only had 5 points at halftime. I thought Christian had done a really good job against him. But then he came out firing threes, and there wasn't a whole lot Christian could do against his three-point shooting. So we made the switch down the stretch to put Justin on him, just so we could have a little quicker player on him and make him put the ball on the floor a little bit more. But Paul Harris was phenomenal in that second half. He was just phenomenal.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach, statistically, Christian and Justin carried the load. Is that maybe a concern moving forward?
No, I think anybody could do it on any given night. I thought that the Christian got a lot of baskets because they were trying to trap our guards and trap Justin, and they weren't tagging the roll. So Christian was free a lot around the basket. It just really depends on what the defense is going to give us. Tonight, they tried to take away LA and Scotty and Justin, and we were able to free Christian up, and they were very concerned about Japeth and Arvin, keep calling him Arvin. So that opened it up for Christian. And, you know, Justin's just going to be a presence all the time. You know, I don't care what kind of defense you play. He's going to get his numbers because he's going to figure out what you're doing and beat it. And that's what he's so good at. It reminds me so much of Bobby Parks, Sr. in that regard. It didn't matter what defense you threw at Bobby Parks, but he'd always figure out what you were doing. And at the end of the game, he'd still get his 30, 40 points. So I think Justin's a lot like that. And so you're going to get Justin's number up there. I think last game and the game before, they weren't playing the role. They were more concerned about our big guys. So our guards got more involved. So it's really, our system is designed to take advantage of what the defense gives us. And tonight they gave us Christian. So Christian was able to go out and put a big game together. Tomorrow, maybe LA, it may be Scotty, maybe, Stanley if he gets back, but we're not too concerned about that, I should say.
Yeah, but Coach, in the final play of regulation, Arvin Tolentino was on the floor. Do you think that was also because what it was also that the reason why LA was able to hit that shot because Arvin was on the floor?
Well, I think so. I mean, we made that last second substitution to put Arvin on the floor. They were a little bit afraid to help from him. That just getting that extra shooter out there opens it up for everybody else. And, that again is going to help Arvin down the road too, being able to play big minutes, meaningful minutes down the stretch, and going to help his confidence. And again, with Stanley out, we're going to need some of those guys to step up and play. We need Kent Salado to play. We have a lot of belief in Brian Enriquez and MJ Ayai, but we didn't get them in the game tonight. But down the road, we expect them to play meaningful minutes as well. But I think Arvin really opens it up for a lot of guys out there, and he's just got to keep shooting. Just got to keep shooting. Even if I'm yelling at him, he's still got to keep shooting.
Coach, finally, two of your first three games were close games, Alaska and Phoenix. You're going to the Christmas Day extravaganza playing Magnolia, Manila Clasico. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, Magnolia looks really tough. I mean, they haven't even been close. The games they played haven't been close. So they're obviously playing at a really, really high level. And it's always a battle. Manila Clasico is always a battle. I think both teams look forward to playing it. There's not a lot of need for let me try this all over again. There's not a lot of need for motivation because from the coaching staff or from management, because these players are super motivated to play against each other and they know how important it is to the fans. So, I think we're all looking forward to that Christmas Day game. It's certainly one you want to win because it certainly ruins your Christmas when you don't win it. So the loser goes home extra sad on Christmas Day.
Coach, how's the itinerary for your team going into the Christmas game, and how special will this Christmas Day game be with the return of the fans?
Well, again, this is all about getting back to normal and getting the fans in the stands. And, the Christmas Day games have always been memorable games, and they're a lot of fun to play because there is a lot of attention on them. It's an honor actually to be chosen to play the Christmas Day game. And I think every team is honored to do it. And it seems like right now we've been playing Manila Classicals on it. So, that just goes to show how important that game is for everyone. So it's a real honor to play in that game. Right now, our schedule will be the same. We played on Saturday. We'll take tomorrow off, although we do have to get testing tomorrow, our weekly testing. And then we'll come back to work on Tuesday and have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for practice and getting ready for Magnolia. This is a tough team. Again, it's another team that mismatches us because they're a little smaller and quicker than we are. And those are tough matchups for us.
And with that, we wrap up our post-game interview with Barangay Ginebra San Miguel coach, Tim Cone. Coach, congratulations and thank you for having us. for being
Thank
with us.
you. I'm excited. Wow, those guys